nígbà ẹgbẹ̀je. Ó bá wáyé nígbà ẹgbẹ̀fà. Ọlọ́lọ́mí bàbá rẹ̀ ni ó tún ẹ̀ bí. Ó bá wáyé nígbà ẹgbẹ̀je. Ó bá wáyé nígbà ẹgbẹ̀fà. Ọlọ́lọ́mí bàbá rẹ̀ ni ó tún ẹ̀ bí. Ẹyọ wọn fa mo fẹ́ bá yín délé àwọn bàbá ẹ̀yìn. Ìyẹ̀rọ kí wọn lọ fámọ́jọ́ ọmọ abísù jókòó. Jàkadì lóru ó tọ̀ fà. Ọmọ jàkànjàkàn tó mi dá ló fà ní ọlọ́lọ́mí o. Ìjà mú sojú èbè lọ́fà, ó ṣojú pọ̀rọ́nù oko. Ó ṣojú lákọ̀ọ̀rùn oko. Ẹ̀rẹ̀ ní lọ́ọ́ fà kalẹ̀ ò bàrà ní láì ní kánú oko. Ọ̀fà ní lákọ̀ọ̀rùn oko. Mbà sódò olókùn bára wọlé ọlọ́lọ́mí. Ẹ̀yin lọmọ kúnnùkún orí wọn dáṣà kẹ́ẹ̀rírí ẹ̀yin làkàlà. Tí wọ́n rí wọn dáṣà kẹ́ẹ̀mbẹ̀kú. Ọlọ́lọ́mí orí wọn dáṣà làmí lápá. Ìyẹ̀rọ kì í orí wọn dáṣà làmí lọ́bẹ̀. Sì rárá làmí, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá làmí. Ẹ dápẹ́ wọn máa jẹ́ kí abẹ́ òdìlẹ̀ lápá mi ọmọ àbíṣù dára gbadà ọ̀kí ọlọ́fà àbí tí ó mẹ́ni. Ọ̀kí ọlọ́fà ló lọ́fà. Ọlọ́lọ́mí olómọ ló lọ́mọ gbẹngbẹlẹ kú lára yòókùn ń wẹ̀ ọmọ tí wọ́n ló lọ́lá tí wọ́n ló lògùn. Àṣàyàn oró, àṣàyàn òpé, àṣàyàn òkín. Kí dorí àgbàkodò nílé Ọlọ́lọ́mí òun máa bí sojoko. Ọ̀kan ní kí n mẹ́wúrẹ́ wá opó wọn láre dòkun. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò lè dòkun kò lè dòkun. Ọ̀kan ní kí n mágùn lọ wá. Òun láre dọ̀sà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò lè dọ̀sà kò lè dọ̀sà. Ọ̀kan ní kí n mú àlùbọ̀ òbẹ̀ wá. Òun láre dágún lọ́fà ní Ọlọ́lọ́mí òun máa ṣubú yá kàtà. Èyí ọ̀pàpà òpó mú mọ́dọ̀ mi dì mú Ọlọ́lọ́mí mo sojú òun lọ́kàn yìí kése. Ẹ̀yin dúró obìnrin kan àtàtà tó mú láti òlẹ́jọ́nú ìyàwó kan làbàndẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ yín rẹ̀ rálẹ̀ ń sálẹ̀ ọ̀fà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo fẹ́ yín rẹ̀ rálẹ̀ ń sálẹ̀ ọ̀fà. Olóòṣì ọ̀fà, kàtà ọ̀fà, ọmọ àlè ọ̀fà. Náà ní fọwọ́ rẹ̀ mọ̀ táwọn ọmọ bíbí inú yín bí wọ́n bá lówó lọ́wọ́. Ilé ni wọ́n fi kọ́ lọ́jà burata ọ̀fà. Olúmọ̀kàrá ni bàbá yín jẹ́. Ó bá ń gbọ́ pín rẹ̀ o. Láàárẹ̀ o, ikọ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ ju kan lé aláfàmọ́jọ́ o. Alùkò tó ní wọ́n lọ́fà ẹgbẹ̀je o. Àwọn lálùbẹ̀m̀bẹ̀ ọlọ́fà ẹgbẹ̀fà. Lálùbíríkìtìkìtì, lùbíríkìtìkìtì ọlọ́fà mẹ́rìndínlógún. Àkẹ́bàjẹ́ ló fọ ọmọ ọlọ́fà mọ́jọ́ jẹ́lé yín lọ́jọ́ sí òfò ọmọka. Ẹ̀rọ ẹ̀ ló hàn kárẹ̀ yín.
All right. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome to Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajia Ami and Jumat Mubarak. And I do say hello to everyone watching me today. And to my Muslim viewers, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's start with a prayer. Bismillah, lazi la yaduru ma ismi shay'un fil ard wa la fi samai wa huwa as-sami'u alim. Bismillah, lazi la yaduru ma ismi شو في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم بسم الله الذي لا يضر ما اسمه شو في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم أعوذ بكلمة الله التامة من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمة الله التامة من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمة الله التامة من شر ما خلق ربي نجني وعلمي ما يعملون ربي نجني وعلمي ما يعملون ربي نجني وعلمي ما يعملون كلما كدونا الحال بيدفع الله كلما كدونا الحال بيدفع الله كلما كدونا الحال بيدفع الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو حي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات ومن في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يهوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيد حبل من مسد. I hope everybody is doing well today. Happy Jumat, and I do hope my Muslim viewers did read their kaf. Welcome to Sharing Life Issues again with Her Excellency Hajia Ami. I'm just looking to see if I can view some of you from here. Today, while we're here, is because we're still here for our Iririaye. Iririaye is like Itaye Gidi. Itaye Gidi is Labarin Dunia Negeskia, and Labarin Dunia Negeskia means true life story. And today we're going to be discussing the illegality of wiretapping law in Massachusetts. Again, it is the illegality of wiretapping law in Massachusetts. A lot of people will be like, why are we going into that? Because I've had a lot of people ask me, what does that mean? Well, a lot of people in the community do not think about that, or maybe sometimes some people do know about it, but just choose to do things out of their own way to say, okay, I'm just going to do it because I just have to do it, or I just want to do it because I feel it's a norm that I'm supposed to do. So, just looking at something here. Let's see. All right. So now we do have a lot of people in our community who need to be aware of this, because like I said, we have some people in our community that do not, or they do actually know about the wiretapping law in states. A state like Massachusetts prohibits that. You're not supposed to go around recording people without their consent. So, like I was trying to tell you, so this is a true life story. And the true life story is that we do have some people in our community, in our society, that you and I know that are going around. Sometimes they might be on the phone with you. You know, we have individuals that unfortunately will be on the phone with you. You wouldn't know that they're recording you, but they record your conversations. Now, why are they doing that? They do that because they're hypocrites. Only a hypocrite would do things like that without letting you know what they're doing. In Massachusetts, you need to ask for consent. You need to ask someone before you can record them. However, is it everybody that goes around asking for that consent before they do? No. So, unfortunately, we do have lots of people that have been using this to blackmail other people, or that have been using this to call other people and say, oh, did you hear what this person said? So, I've been in a chain anyway, when look at you. But I can tell you, I'm not recording inka. I'm going to make you have to find consent. You have to find out that, okay, can I record you? And if the person says yes, before you can record them. But like I explained earlier, and for the people that I just see coming up here, we're still discussing about the illegality of wiretapping laws in Massachusetts. So like I said earlier on, we do have people in our society, in our community, that have been recording people without their consent. A lot of people are not aware of this. And what do I call people like that, or what do we call people like that? People like that go behind you doing things that you're not aware of are definitely called hypocrites. So that's what they are. So we have to just say it as it is. So unfortunately, they do call you, or sometimes they're actually with you. They come around you, or they can be on the phone with you. You're not aware of it. They do not tell you. Or maybe this is somebody that you enjoy gossiping about other people with. If you're fond of gossiping too, that's what happens, you know. So you call them, or they call you, and at the end of the day, they're recording your conversation because they want to have something on you, or they want to make sure that they tell another person about you, but they want to have another proof of what you have said behind them. So I know that a lot of people feel comfortable doing things like this, but it is high time that all people who are going around doing that know that there is punishment for people that do things like that. And for also people that are not aware that people are doing that, I would really want you to know that a lot of you don't know, but your recordings are out there. A lot of you in the society, in our community, there's have been a lot of people recording you that have a lot on you, that have actually distributed it to other people too, that might have things that you don't know they have about you. So you all need to be careful. And for the people that are recording people, they would not stop, because it's part of them. That's who they are, because they definitely want to always find something to do. Like the other time we came here with my Bada's attorney and Reverend, and educated you guys about a narcissist. So people like that are called narcissists. A narcissist wants to have something on you, so they always have to have something to blackmail you too. So if you guys feel like, you're talking to them and maybe, oh, you're just talking, nope, it's not happening that way. A narcissist always has a way of making sure that they have something on you that they would use in tarnishing your image. So better know that now. All right? And if you have not looked at the law, I would want everyone to really go and look at it to find out about what happens when you record people without their consent. Because a lot of people are not aware of, this happening to them. And also, if they are aware of it, sometimes they might think it's not a big deal. But I do want you guys to know that it is a big deal. It is a crime to go around recording people. And for you guys that love to talk about people, I want to use this medium to let you know that from the real life stories we have, a lot of people in our society are presently doing that. They're sharing videos, they're sharing recordings of what you have said about people in your community, in your society. So in this community, you all need to check yourselves. If you're doing something ill about someone, you need to think about it. Am I doing the right thing? Is this appropriate? So sometimes we feel we just have to be enablers, because we have a lot of enablers in our society, because they feel, well, it's not my problem, I just have to enable it. Or, what's the big deal? It's been happening before. It's not going to be from you, and it shouldn't end from you, so we can all do it. No. So, presently, like I explained earlier, lots of people in your society, in our society, are recording people. These people that are recording people have sent your recordings and other people's recordings that you are not aware of to other people. And what are they doing with this? That is a narcissist way of using things like that to blackmail you. A narcissist just wants to have something on you because they're coming for you. So if they're coming for you, they want to make sure that they have something on you. So if you're not aware of it, it will be a good thing to be aware of the law right now, because it is a crime. And if you do think it's not a crime and you're doing it, just know that when people report that, it is really a crime. And as for the people that are recording people, they would not stop. So you and I have to be careful. Whoever has the ear to listen can listen, and whoever thinks it's not a big deal can say, it's not a big deal. But here at Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Haji Ami, we're here to educate you with the real life stories going on, with the things happening that people are using to damage people, so that you and I can be safe, so that you and I can be more careful. Sometimes we have people in various places that we place high, that we think are, those responsible people, but they're not. And why do I say they're not? Somebody who goes around recording you without your consent, is that the kind of person that you should, call as a responsible person? No. Because that's how they operate. They always have a cycle. And in that cycle of people that they do have, that is what they enjoy doing. Because usually some of them will call each other. The other one wouldn't even know that the other person has another person over the phone. But at the end of the day, another one is busy recording you. So, be careful. I don't even know how to say be careful, because would you now say it's a crime to call someone and you're talking without even knowing that unfortunately they're recording you? We've had people, like I said, who are family members, who are friends, who are our leaders, who are, to make mention but a few, who are doing all of these things in the society that feel is normal. It's not normal. So, if you have been doing that, know that there is a law in Massachusetts, and I bet other states too do have the same laws, that prohibits you from doing that. Sometimes people would come to your house, or maybe you might meet somewhere, and they're busy recording you and you're not aware of it. That's also happening in our society. So you need to be aware of that. Here, we are here to educate you, because everything we say here is the truth and nothing but the truth. So sometimes people would say, "Kini big deal," or "Menini." Well, it might not be a big deal to you now. But if you know the gravity of what the person is doing, or the gravity of what you all are doing, then you might want to stop that. People who go around recording you, send those recordings, or have, shared these recordings with other people of a lot of things that you'd look at yourself and be like, wow, is this person talking about this person? You see people laughing and dancing at a party. You see them dancing at congregations. You see them, doing all sort of things together. But they've said ill things about each other. Isn't that wonderful? They said so many bad things about each other. And then you sit there and wonder why, the world is going down. People you call your family, people you call your friends, people you call, to name it but a few, are the ones saying a lot of bunch of crazy shit about you. Because they are considered as narcissists. That's what we call them. A narcissist is someone who does not find joy in their life, so they have to find something to trigger you. Or a narcissist is someone who does not respect boundaries, and then if you do have that boundaries, they do want to make sure that they come for you, so that way they would gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem. So, like I said, be careful. And as for you guys recording people and sharing people's information out, know that that is against the law. With these true life stories that I'm just telling you about the community, there are a lot of people that have recorded you, and they are still using it to blackmail you. You're not aware of it, or you might be aware of it, or some other people might be aware of it. There are some people that are friends that have said, that have called these individuals, that these individuals have said nasty things about, and at the end of the day, they turn around and dance together and eat together. Is that life? I want you to ask yourself. I say, itakullah. Itakullah means fear Allah. Because if nobody is watching you, God is watching you. I always say, when there is truth to any story, people react. So, let's be guarded. And let's always know that we might be good at hiding things, or we might be good at manipulating lots of people, but it wouldn't take too long before God exposes you. So, if you have been around people and not knowing that they are this kind of people, I really want you to take the time to listen to all these real life stories we tell here. To be careful. Some might say, what's the big deal, like I always said. But it is a big deal. Some might say, why are they saying it? Because it is something that we call it giving back to the society. So, like I always say, it's left to you to listen. It's left to you to decide to stop doing it. Because there are some gravity to things that we do sometimes that we think there is no gravity to it, but there is. Like I explained earlier on, that wiretapping is a huge crime. It's a huge crime. And a lot of people are busy doing it. They're doing it to talk about their friends. They are doing it to blackmail their friends. They are doing it to maybe friends and colleagues, or whatever you call it, whatever you want to call it. We say people in the society. So, be guarded and know that a lot of your recordings that you are not aware of are out there. Sometimes people will talk, or people will say things, and you think they are just talking, or they are talking for the fun of it. But I want you to be guarded and know that that's the reason why we come here to tell you, we come here to educate you. Because there are a lot of things happening that you are not aware of. Because maybe you've been gaslighted into thinking that, the person is telling you the truth. But whatever you are doing today, I want you guys, with the old people, with the young people, with, the female, the male, everyone, I want you all to know that some of you have really been recorded. Your conversations, your videos are out there with people who are ready to blackmail you, or who have been blackmailing you, or who have been sending your informations to other people that you are not aware of. And like I said, some of you who enjoy gossiping about other people also, the people you're gossiping about will be shocked when they hear it, to know that you actually are talking about them. Because it's not just, the age group. We have the younger generation, the older generation. Everyone is part of this. Like we've explained, we have people who are perpetrators who are doing that, and their victims are not just their age group. So all of you that maybe they might be calling Sa, Ma, everything, they still have your recordings of what all of you have said to each other. So, be guarded. And let's not enable people. We find it that people are feeling that it's necessary to continue the culture the way it is. Maybe I would say the Nigerian culture or the African culture, it's a norm. They would be like, so what's the big deal? What's so big about that? Why complain about things like that? Just know it that no matter what people are enabling, you shouldn't be also enabling things. If you know something is wrong, then you should know that you should not stand for it. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, the Almighty God will ask you. And if you do not correct it, the Almighty God will also ask you, what is it that you have done? All right? So, I will continue to say the truth and nothing but the truth. You have nothing to offer me. Only God has something to offer me. So if you feel that that's necessary for you to use in changing, that would be nice. And if you feel that you still do want to continue recording people, continue. But it is a crime. It is a huge crime. And as for you people that are not aware that you have people in your community, in your society, in our society that are recording you, you better get ready and know that there is a lot of your recordings out there. Tagba, tomode, the karemi, the baba, neki farawa. Ọmọdé àtàgbàlagbà, gbogbo yín ni kíní ìbáwí. So, tèmi ni pé kí n wá sọ ìrírí ayé fún yín. Tèmi ni pé kí n wá sọ òótọ́ bíbẹ̀ fún yín. Ó wá kù yín, ó kù Ọlọ́run ọba kẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ dẹ̀ gbọ́. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni ìṣòro yẹn. Abinda na ce ne wai, idan na gaya muku gaskiya, in ba ku so ku ji, ku kuka sani, ni na riga na faɗa nawa. But as it's getting into this ear, don't let it get out of that ear. For you to know that a lot of you that go around doing pim, the people that are doing pim, gossiping with are recording you. They have your recording. And what did I just say? It is a crime to record someone without that person's consent. However, a lot of people, like I said, are doing it in our society. They have a lot of recordings of you and your friends, the people you call bestie. The besties that record each other that they don't know. So you might not know that these same besties have shared some of your personal things that you yourself would be shocked to hearing. Some are things about you. Some are things about other people. And some are things about the ill things that you all have said. You would sit down with somebody and call each other my bestie. You call each other my friend. You call each other my godmother, my godfather, my chief, my husband, my wife, my everything. But the same people that call each other all that, you will be so shocked to hear the ill things that they've said. And unfortunately, your hypocrite has already recorded you without your knowledge. So, know it now that we have people like that. Who is a hypocrite? A hypocrite is somebody who does things, that they would not say that is who they are. So we can call anyone that does things like that such. So, really be aware that when you always talk or when you always are out there doing choo 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 choo. Choo 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 means gossiping. There are good people out there that have the time. I will call them your good people because you guys do the same thing about talking bad about other people. So they feel, let them have something on you too. When you hang out with too many bad people, or how would I even say it? Sometimes you might not even know if they are bad people or good people. But when you hang out with people sometimes that you all are doing the same nonsense, don't you ever think that they will do it to you too? You don't think about that. I always say, what makes you comfortable to come and gossip about someone to me definitely would tell me that you also are gossiping about me. So always remember that. This might be a short iridiaye or labarin dunia negaskia, or the true life story like we'll call it. But it has a lot of meaning to it that I want you guys to learn as a lesson today. It might be like a joke. It might be like, what's the big deal? But it is a crime. We have a lot of people that have been doing that, maybe in our African cultures and African community. But here in America, it is a crime. It is a crime. But I will keep repeating it just like I said. It is a crime to record people without them agreeing that you should record them. And like I explained, there are a lot of people in our community that have been recorded. Not just female, not just men, everyone. With old generation, with young generation, because they want to have something on you. That is how a narcissist operates. A narcissist operates in a way that you would never know who they are. There is a posting I made this morning. You can go to our, maybe I don't have to say what we posted, but you can definitely go to Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajia Ami to check it out. You can know more about narcissists when you go to our page. A lot of our members are people who are, work with other people that are coaches and all that know a lot about things like that. So they usually, send a lot of posts about that. Like I already explained, be careful. I'm not saying don't be a gossip. If that is the how do you call it? If that is the thing that you've chosen to do with your life, who am I to stop you? Mine is for me to advise you, because that gossip can end up putting you in trouble. However, today's Iririaye, the true life story again, is that a lot of your recordings in our society is out there that you are not aware of. So, know that and have peace. When I say have peace, is if you don't think you have anything in your closet, you should not be worried about who is, they shouldn't be recording you in the first place. However, if you also have been an enabler, or you both have been conniving together to do the things that you're not supposed to be doing, just know that congratulations, there is a lot of, your recordings out there. So you have to be aware of that. But as for the people that have been recording you, I'm here to educate them, to let them know, even if they already know it's a crime, but they're still committing it. We over here are just here to educate you, to know that you're not supposed to be doing those kind of crime. However, like I already explained before, know the kind of people you hang around. Yes, I get it. Sometimes we're not aware of who everyone is, because sometimes we see people, we trust them, we believe them. But trust me, there are a lot of people that you'll be shocked to really find out who they are. Because you know what? When people wear masks, it falls off sometimes. Some are very good at wearing the mask for so long. But in a narcissist world, they only wear that mask around others. It falls around their victims. So I want you to know that. And some people would be like, well, why are their victims not seeing the red flag? In a narcissist world, they have a way of messing with you that they would be the nicest person, or the female or the guy, that you would not even know what they're doing. It will be too late before you get to know what is happening. But like I said, those people recording could be recording you for, to have a proof to your husbands, to have a proof to your wives, to have your proof to your friends, to have your proof to your siblings, to have a proof, to the society. Like I said, it's in our society. Or to just want to blackmail you. So you're just there innocently talking, but you are not aware that something, really bad is happening to you. Somebody that can do that can harm you. Because either way, that is already harming you. So if we're staying there saying, oh, this person is my friend, oh, that person is our friend, be careful. And as for you enablers, keep enabling, and I pray that whatever you enable, may your children also go through it. Say Allahumma Ami. It's a good prayer, isn't it? Whatever you enable, may you go through it yourself. I'm just praying for you. Because when we do come to say the truth as it is, because we are unapologetic about telling the truth, because at the end of the day, the Almighty Allah would ask, what did you do with your time? So if I say Itakullah for my Christian viewers and the other religion, because I know it's not only Muslims watching me, it means fear Allah, fear God. Some people don't have the fear of God, so they can do anything. They're desperate. Desperation is why people record you. Because they want to have something against you. Or they want to get favor from other people. So they have to have proof of what you said to them. Or they want to show you as a bad person. So they want to have that recording and play it to other people that they are also harming other people together with. Because believe it or not, it's not just one person going around doing that. We have a lot of people in our community and our society that think that it's normal, that think they could get away with that, that think they should be doing that. But I do want you guys to know today, if you don't know, because I know some of you know, but don't care, and I do know that some of you are not aware of it, but it is a crime. And as for you all that your videos are out there, and your recordings are out there, when you are busy talking about people, you should remember that now. That some people would see you and say, hey, my sweetheart, hey, my brother, hey, my sister, hey, Hajia, hey, Alaji. All that Alaji na lie. They've said crazy things about you. All that, sir, is a lie. They said a lot of crazy things about you. People have said ill things about their own friends that they are really close. People that they call best friends. That you and I would look at and be like, whoa, did this just happen? People that they've helped people that have helped you also were recorded saying ill things about you. So it's like somebody that you've helped but stays, with another person to say ill thing about you. I would say that's like an enemy. Isn't that what they are? Because nobody would want you, or nobody wouldn't be for you and then go around talking about you. So you might be laughing around and be saying, it's not my problem. I'm not too good with Yoruba, but they say Oyeto kara ubo akara edel, something like that. I don't know what it means, but I think I do know what it means. It says kind of like something that happened to somebody can end up happening to you. So some people have been recorded, they are not aware of it. And I'm here telling you. You see, I'm touching my ear so that you know. And those things that are in there have a huge gravity of what was said or what was recorded. So know it now and know that you need to start thinking. If you are one of the people saying ill things about people, know that. And if you are one of the people doing nasty things, know that. Those people that are recording people, they have to continue doing what they are doing, because that is their way of life. That is what they've done with all their victims. But you have to know it today. Because they have even sent some things to your own enemies. A lot of people in the society, in our community, that you look at and you'll be like, wow, look at how nice they look together. They're busy parading and talking about each other. You come and talk about your husband, you do not know that they have downloaded half to the next, recorder. You come and talk about your wife, you don't know they have downloaded half. You come and do your nasty things that you guys enjoy doing, they've already recorded you. So, that is why we always say, always go everywhere with clean hands. And as for you all that, like enabling, like I already said, think about it. When somebody enables something, they equally are the same thing. They equally are the same way. They equally think that way. Because, believe it or not, when they say perpetrators are people who harm people. So an enabler is also a perpetrator. Believe it or not, that's what they are. A victim is someone who fell into whatever you guys are doing. But a perpetrator could always fit into the enabler too. So, this thing I just said, I want you to go think deeply about all your friends that you've said ill things about. Because there are people in the society, in our community, that have all your recording. This is not just young generation that I said. I said from old to young generation, everyone. So lots of people, your recording is out there. And why are we teaching you about this today? We're trying to educate you to stop doing it if you've been doing it before. Because there are perpetrators out there who have been doing that to people. They pretend to be your friend too. You might think you're harming other people together, but trust me, when you hear some things in your recordings, you too, you'll be afraid of that person, or you'll be afraid of yourself. Because now you might be laughing together that, you're harming somebody together. They're harming you too without you knowing. It's just that your own turn have not been out there for them to, bring out what they did or what they have on you. So, be guarded. Be guarded. That's all I would say. And if you do not think it is necessary, then continue doing it. Because whether you like it or not, those ill things you've said would one day get to the people that you're talking about. Let me ask you a question. If you don't want somebody to hear the ill things that you're saying, why say it? What do you enjoy in saying bad things about people that didn't do anything to you? What do you enjoy in gossiping about people you claim to be their best friends? Bestie? I want bestie ofu. Bestie mbanza. I want Yoshi. What do you enjoy in that? We come to, today is Friday now. Most of you have gone to the mosque to pray. Yet, you say you have the fear of Allah. You say you have a fear of God. Some of you have been to church to pray too. Some Christians, believe it or not, go to pray on Fridays too. However, you are busy gossiping or you are busy recording people. Do you think if nobody is seeing you, God is not seeing you? And let me tell you something. Those of you that think the perpetrator does not have something on you, better get ready. They do. And they have given out all those links of those information about you to other people about all what they've recorded. So, be careful. Today's Iriri Aye, today's true life story, it's real. It's part of all our stories. You would not get tired of telling you the truth. Those people recording you would not stop. Because like I did explain to you before, a narcissist never gets tired. A narcissist needs fuel to keep going. A narcissist has no destination. They keep moving. That is who a narcissist is. A narcissist has to find ways to harm you. A narcissist has to find ways to get things from you. So the only way they can do it is by blackmailing you. The only way they can do it is by getting things from you. So how do they get things from you? They have to, sometimes, like I said, record you, which we call the wiretapping in Massachusetts. And wiretapping here in America, it's a crime. In Massachusetts is what I'm covering today, because Massachusetts is where I live in. And I do see that a lot of people in our community are used to doing that, because they just feel that it's not a big deal. But today's show is just to remind all of you that are running your mouth to know that a lot of your recordings are out there that you are not aware of. Things that can harm you, that can harm your loved ones, are out there. So be guided. And when you all are doing your nonsense, think about it. Is what I'm doing right? Because like I already said, some of the recordings are for blackmailing you. some of the recordings are to gain favor from other people, so they have to record you so that way the other people can hear what it is that you've said about them. And some of the recordings are, like I said, blackmail is always something that people use so that way they can shut you off. Some other recordings are because they want to have something on you. So, know that now. Alright? And as for you doing it again, it is a crime. If you are not aware of it, it is a crime. And some people are still aware of it but decide to do it. It is a crime. Be guarded. But remember, if you have not been going around gossiping about people sometimes, you might not care. But like I said, there are some people that were not even gossiping about people that were affected. And there are some people that were doing some inappropriate things too that were recorded. So you might want to know that and have peace that there are people in your community that are recording you or that have recorded you. Maybe they are still recording you. We're not sure about that. But news has it that they've recorded you and they still have things on you. So, be careful. And if you are one of those that enjoy recording people, maybe it's your boyfriend, girlfriend you're recording, or maybe it's the people that you're cheating around, with the other partners that you're recording. Or maybe you're just, recording people in your community. I hope you would change by watching this today and know that it is a crime and that you need to stop doing it. Because our own is to come here and educate you. It's now left to you to listen or not. So, this is where I would like to end it today, because today's topic is just the illegality of wiretapping law in Massachusetts. Because I think a lot of them that have been committing these atrocities or that have been enabling the atrocity need a reminder, because some of them do know that it's a crime, but however they're doing it, and some of them do not know. So I just said to just pop in here and give you that reminder so you know. And just for the people that are not aware that their recordings are out there, to be aware that you might be part of the people that, they've recorded, so that you know. Some of you might be innocent, some of you are not innocent. Some of you are birds of the same feathers, some of you are not. But believe it or not, your other perpetrator did not notify you before they did that to you, to let you know that they will be recording you, because they want to have something on you also. Because if you all are out there harming people, they also have to maybe have something against you too. So that is just it. At the end of the day, they use those recordings to gain favor from your other friends, or would I call it enemy? I don't even know what to say, because these days we see people dancing together, doing all sort of things, and hear all these recordings, and then you're like, whoa, what is happening here? So that is what it is. I'm just checking to see if there's anything here. So have fun today. It's Friday. Your girl is going to have fun, inshallah. I hope you got the true life story of today, Because whether you like it or not, we just told a story. And we just sent a message out there. So that way, if you're not aware of it, you can already be aware of it, that you're being recorded. You are being recorded. So know that a lot of your recordings are out there. So, I wish you all the best. And I hope you got the message about today's Iririyayi. Labarin duniya na gaskiya, real life story. Because the message is just to warn people today on our real life story. Because a lot of people, like I said, are busy running their mouth, but don't know that their recordings are out there. And it is a great crime to be doing that. Like I said, some people have recorded you while you're together, and some people have recorded you over the phone. We call it wiretapping with the law. Wiretapping is a crime. So, I just wanted to come and educate my community, because I see that a lot of people are doing that. To a lot of, people that are not aware that they've been recorded. It's like a storage they have on you and your partners. So, just be aware of that. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and thanks so much for coming to watch me at Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajia Ami. And I would like to end it here today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen. May the Almighty Allah continue to protect all of us. And I hope you all enjoy your weekend. And for my other viewers who are not Muslims, may the Almighty God continue to guide and protect you. I love you all, and I would always love you. Bye-bye.